What's up guys, welcome back to another Wuthering Waves video. We're in the second half of the 2.0 update. Roshi is here, we have Jinxi's rerun, we're getting Sanhua skin in a couple days, there are plenty of events coming, but the main thing I want to talk about is the Pincer Maneuver Warriors reset. I initially didn't plan on covering this activity overall because it had its, first and second time around, and I was like, okay, it's a cool event. You do have to be Union level 40, which is pretty high, so new players won't be able to have access to this right away. But at the start of 2.0 in Pincer Maneuver Warriors 3, they said, hey, this is going to be a permanent event and it's going to reset pretty much every 3 weeks with the banners and the updates, so there's going to be a consistent way for you to earn Astrite and the materials from this activity. So with that being said, I'm going to cover how the activity works on top of the area buffs this time around and give you some character suggestions. If you're not familiar with this activity, I'm going to break it down real simple for you. Essentially, you have 5 different floors, each going up in difficulty. Each floor has its own battlefield info, the buffs you can choose from, and you need to choose 2 team setups for each floor. For the first 4 floors, you have 2 minutes for each team to clear out 5 waves of enemies, and the main difference with the Endless Arena is that there's an unlimited amount of enemies that are going to spawn, so you want to be able to take out as many as you can within those 2 minutes to get the most points. Another main difference between the 1st through 4th floors and the Endless Arena is that you only need 4,000 points in total, so around 2,000 for the first and second half for both of your teams to reach the total amount of points you need to be able to get all the rewards for these floors. But with the Endless Arena, you need at least 6,000 points to get all the rewards here. Now, each floor has slightly different battlefield info, but the main focus is going to be around the Shadow Wave. So for the first floor, it's generated every 1.5 seconds after casting a resin skill to attack enemies, dealing havoc damage. The effect has a cooldown of 3 seconds with the cooldown calculated independently for each resonator. Now, each floor will have team buffs as well. So the first team, all team members of Havoc attribute restore 4 additional Concerto energy per second, and the Team 2 buff, all team members restore 2 additional Concerto energy per second. For the second floor, the only addition is that the resin skill cooldown is reduced by 30%. We still have the Shadow Wave and the same team buffs. For the third floor, after casting your intro skill for the next 6 seconds, resonators deal 40% more damage, same Shadow Wave effect, and same team buffs. With the fourth floor, your resin skill cooldown is reduced by 30%, and this time we have an enhanced Shadow Wave that can be generated. We still have the same effects there, and the same team buffs. And for the final floor, we kind of get a mix of all of the buffs that I previously mentioned, so after casting your intro skill for the next 6 seconds, resonators deal 40% more damage, resin skill cooldown is reduced by 50%, and you get the enhanced Shadow Wave. You still have all the same effects and the same team buffs. For the buff info, before you hop into the activity for each floor, you need to pick a buff. Now, we actually have the same 3 buffs for all 5 floors. So the first one, Dream Cosmos Suite, hitting an enemy with intro skill, cast Shadow Wave once to attack the enemy. I actually chose this one for each floor. You don't necessarily have to, but I like this one. Second, Dark Moon. Resonators gain 30% Havoc damage bonus. If you're going to be using 2 Havoc characters, for example, like Havoc Rover and CAMELLYA, this one has this potential. And then lastly, Double Form. All team members' attack is increased by 20%. Again, just a general good one. Now, for each floor, they have their suggested attribute, and they're all the same across the board, having the first floor be Havoc and the second floor be Electro and Arrow. For the first floor, as you can see, I went with my CAMELLYA team, pairing her up with Sanhua and Verena as my healer. Note, there are no enemies that are immune to a certain damage type, so you can technically use any character here, but we're going to try to stick with Havoc characters. For example, Havoc Rover. Again, great character that you can use here. You can even pair him up with a character like Don Jintu if you have her leveled up. And obviously, if you're someone who pulled for Roshi, she's a good option here as well. Now, I know what you're thinking. The second floor suggests Electro and Arrow, and I used my CARLOTTA premium team with Zezha and Shorekeeper. It still worked here because, again, there are no enemies on these floors that are necessarily immune to any types of damage. But if you did want to stick with the Electro team options, Zhang Liao is fantastic. If you got your free copy back during 1.2, he's a good choice, especially pairing him up with Yin Lin for the coordinated attacks and the increased Electro and Resist Liberation damage on her outro skill. Even using characters potentially like Lumi and Colcharo if you have them. On the Arrow side of things, Jian is a great pick. He has fantastic crowd control, obviously, and as long as you can continue popping his Resist Liberation, the enemies are just going to be floating in the air the entire time. Another option, just to pair him up with, would be Mortefi because he has the coordinated attacks and the heavy attack damage bonus on his outro, which is nice. You could even use Alto, for example, because he will give the arrow damage bump with his outro for Jian. I mean, heck, if you're free to play, Yang Yang is a decent option as well. Or if you have Jian Xin, you could try testing her out there too. I think the main thing for Team 1 is that you want to use Havoc characters so they can take advantage of the buff here. For Team 2, since it's not locked to a specific elemental type and it just gives you the suggested ones, you can use pretty much any team you want here. I don't want to spend too much time covering my build, so I will quickly go over it. CAMELLYA, we have her level 90. We have our signature, the Red Spring. We're rocking 5-piece Havoc Eclipse with Nightmare Crownless as the main. 10s across the board with all skills upgraded, and we have her S1. For Sanhua, we have her at level 90 with Commando of Conviction at level 80. This thing's not even maxed out yet. We have 5-piece Moonlit Clouds with the Heron as the main Echo. For skills, 7s across the board here with all the bonus skills upgraded, and we have her S6. For Verena, we have her at level 90 with the new Call of the Abyss Rectifier. Again, this is a free one that you can get. I'm rocking 5-piece Rejuvenating Glow for the healing with the Bellborn Echo. I would do Fallacy, just don't have a good one rolled yet for her. For skills, 7s across the board with all the other skills upgraded, and we have her S0. For the Carlotta team, I have her at level 90 with her signature, The Last Dance at level 90. We're rocking 5-piece Frosty Resolve with the Sentry Construct as the main Echo. For skills, 10 and then 9 for the intro skill across the board, so pretty much everything is upgraded that needs to be, and we have her S1. For Zezha, we have her level 90 with her signature Rhyme Drape Sprouts at level 90, rocking 5-piece Empyrean Anthem with the Hecate main Echo. For her skills, 9s and 10s across the board with all the other skills upgraded, and we have her S1. And lastly, we have our character that's going to carry, which is going to be Shorekeeper. We have her at level 90 with her signature Stellar Symphony at level 90 with 5-piece Rejuvenating Glow, Fallacy of No Return as the main Echo. 8s across the board with all the other skills upgraded, and we have her S2. All in all, this activity isn't too hard. You do need some decently built characters, though, to at least get the minimum amount of points for the Astrite. You don't even need the 4,000 points for the first 4 floors. You only need 3,000 to get the Astrite rewards. But I'll quit yapping, and we'll dive into the gameplay. I hope I was able to help you a little bit. And if you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like on it, subscribe to the channel, and turn on that bell next to notifications so you don't miss out on any other Wuthering Waves videos we have coming out here on the channel.
A change of reborn from ancient roots. Don't run. Keep the dance going. Stay behind me. Lotus Pervade. Sprout of budding seeds. Vitality, sour! Loading. Insta-painting. My compliments. The stage is so quickly and swiftly. Insta-painting. Yeah. Huh? Yeah. What? Art unveiled. My compliments. The world is mine.
And these guys are only level 80, so being able to clear this should not be difficult at all.
Leave it to me, loading in war with time. Insta-painting. Stay behind me. A change. Reborn from ancient roots. Vitality, sour.
I know I didn't have full stacks there. I honestly don't care.
Smell of all my prey. Stay behind me. Like frigid death. Ha! A change of perception. Bloom from ashen shell. Crimson blossom. Don't run. Keep the dance going. Lotus Pervade. Stay behind me. Sprout of budding seed. Leave it to me. Fruit of element. Life is in everything.
Stay behind. Shackles be gone. A change of perception.
Next.
Loading. Insta-painting. Here comes my compliment. Take this. Insta-painting. Huh? Yes. Art unveiled. My compliment. You will yield. Victory favors me.
Slam!
A new era awaits. Leave it to me. Loading. Astral modulation. Insta-painting. Yes. My compliment. Brilliance lights the way. Witness the art's true form. Here comes a helper. Still recognize me. Glory demands more.
Yeah, I lost out on damage there because of the... That's okay.
Masterpiece complete.
Just about understanding the optimal like rotations for some of the characters.
My compliments. Improvise.
Should I make a guide on the pincer maneuver thing, you think? Or do you think I should just keep my mouth shut?
Stay behind me. A change of perception.
Reborn from ancient roots. Let's have fun. Crimson Blossom.
Stay behind me. Frozen blockade. A change of perception.
Bloom from ashen shell. Bloom. The fruit of evolution. Huh. Life is in everything.
Stay behind me. Lotus pervade. Ha! And grip.
Sprout of budding seed. Grafting supper.
Might as well just keep spinning until it's gone. There we go.
Don't run.
Like,
Keep the dance going.
Stay behind me.
yeah, it's very clear, you know, Camellia was made for this section of Pincer Maneuver Warriors. Pretty obvious.
Loading. Insta-painting. My compliments. Found your weak spot. Insta-painting. Leave it to me. What? Iron graft you knew. Loading. Insta-painting. Capture the spark! Here comes my compliment. Glory demands more. Masterpiece complete. Worry not. Vow from the soul.
What do I feel like that was faster than the last ones? That was just good. Obviously, I think GN would be great here, but just for the crowd control.
Stay behind me. A change.
Reborn from ancient roots. Let's have fun. Vitality, sour.
Might as well use all of it.
Blossoms, self-deceivers.
Stay behind me. Shackles be gone. A change of perception.
Sprout of budding seeds.
Let's do this. Now nuke.
Suffer. Leave it to me. Listen up. Fruit of evolution. Life is in everything.
Stay behind. Lotus pervade. Cycle of a change of perception.
Bloom from ashen shell. Crimson blossom. Struggle harder. Entertain me. Pruning.
Hey man, that's pretty good. I feel like if you were to take in GN with more Teffy and Verena, like a really good team there, you'd probably do fine, honestly.
Loading. Instigating my compliments. Found your weak spot. Still recognize me.
Give me the ult, please. Just give me the ult. I want the coordinated attacks, please. Here we go.
Art unveiled. Here comes a helper. My compliments. Take this. You will yield.
Before I do that, there we go.
Victory favors me. Masterpiece complete. Still recognize me. Loading. In war with time. Instigating. Brings it to life. My compliments. Improvise.
This here.
The stage is set.
2, 1.
The world is mine. A new era awaits. Still recognize me. Instigating. Witness the art's true form.
$6K.
Stay behind me. Ha! A change of perception.
From ashen shell. Let's have fun. Vitality. Sour.
I did not hit that guy.
Stay behind me. Caution is advised. Lotus pervade. Ha! A change of perception.
Reborn from ancient roots. Entwine. Crimson blossom. Feed my blossoms, self-deceivers. Life is in everything.
Stay behind me. Frozen blockade. A change of perception.
Sprout of budding seeds. Chaos. Grafting. Suffer. Don't run. Keep the dance going.
Stay behind me. Like frigid death. Engrave. A change of perception.
Reborn from ancient roots.
behind me. Shackles be gone.
Bloom from ashen shell. Struggle harder. Entertain me.
Oh, let me get one more off. Come on. What's the timer look like?
Crimson.
Oh, man. If I would have got that last one off. What's my score? We're already at 4,700 at the half point. Yeah, I think we'll be good. I think we'll be fine.
Loading. Insta-peasy. My compliments. Still recognize me. Insta-peasy. Capture the
There we go.
spark. Here comes a helper. My compliments. Glory demands more. Masterpiece complete. Quickly and swiftly. Leave it to me. Loading. Iron graft.
That's what I wanted right here.
Insta-peasy. My compliments. Surrender. Hostility set. The world is mine. A new era awaits. Still recognize me. Instantly. Art unveiled. Brings it alive. Watch out. My compliments. You will yield. Leave it to me.
I probably should have done the ult there, but that's okay.
War with time. Insta-peasy. Witness the art's foodborn. Here comes a helper. My compliments. Found your weak spot. Brilliance lights the way. Victory favors me. In the name of the Montellis. Still recognize me? Vow from the soul. Loading.
Oh, yeah, I already have 5,000 in the second half. Yeah, I think we're good. Not suggested character. Carlotta, hilarious. Hilarious. Love how I got more in this half than I did the other one. That's funny. Yeah, I think we got it. In any event, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like on it, subscribe to the channel, and turn on that bell next to notifications so you don't miss out on any other Wuthering Waves content we're dropping here on the channel. We also live stream here on the channel and then also over on Twitch. That link will be in the description. I know right now we have Twitch drops available for the game, so if you want some extra materials and some Astrite, be sure to stop on by. Also, if you want to join my community, hop in the Discord. We have an entire channel dedicated to Wuthering Waves, so if you want to post anything from images to build guides to anything like that, come on over. We're also talking about other games, including other gacha games, PC tech, anime, and more. Lastly, if you want to help the channel even more, you can look into becoming a member. If you don't know what a membership is, it's essentially like a Twitch subscription. Again, you're going to gain access to the exclusive emotes, the monthly badges, and the big thing on the channel, which is getting access to all my long-form videos early. So if you'd like more information, all you have to do is press the join button next to subscribe, and that'll give you a rundown with all the details you need. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's been your boy. We'll catch you in the next one.